Brigadier Dimisani Bakan Nzinge, Vice Chancellor, University of Botswana, Professor David Norris, and members of the academic staff, senior government officials, heads of parastatals, and the business community here present, defense advisors accredited to Botswana here present, BDF senior officers, First Sergeant Major, Warrant Officer Class 1, Siboloko Musimanyana, members of the directing staff, Senior Command and Staff Course, Defense Command and Staff College, Sergeant Major, Warrant Officer Class 1, Mohoro Simudiweji, members of the Botswana Defense Force, both uniformed and non-uniformed, graduates of Class 17 of 2025, and your esteemed families, members of the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I am Lieutenant Colonel Bujosi Peku, a member of directing staff here in the college, and I'll be directing the proceedings of this event. On behalf of the Commandant, Defense Command and Staff College, it is my pleasure and privilege to welcome you to this special occasion of the graduation ceremony of the Senior Command and Staff Program Class 17 of 2025. The sequence of events will be as follows. First will be the invocation by the Chaplain General. Then the guest of honor, Honorable Minister for State President, will award the past staff course qualification to the graduates. This will be followed by the presentation of awards of excellence to the deserving students. The minister will then give his keynote address. We'll then have a presentation of the memento by the course president. Lastly, the commandant will give a vote of thanks. At this point in time, may I kindly request the chaplain, Colonel Ruben Mwatudi, to give the invocation on behalf of the Chaplain General, who is currently not well. Chaplain, sir. Sir.
May we kindly bow our heads in prayer. Almighty God and sovereign God, the one who established leaders and strengthened nations and guides those entrusted with responsibility. Today we gather with hearts full of gratitude and reverence as we honor these men and women in the profession of arms. Lord, you have carried them through seasons of intense study, strategic thinking, leadership development, sacrifice, and refinement. They have wrestled with challenges and risen above expectations and proven themselves worthy of greater responsibility. Lord, mentor them with wisdom that is deeper than knowledge, courage that is stronger than fear, and integrity that stands unshaken in every test. Your word declares in Proverbs 3, verse 6, "In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths." Lord, direct their paths, illuminate their decisions, anchor their hearts in righteousness and truth. Let every strategy, command, and responsibility they undertake be guided by your divine insight. Strengthen them, O God, for the weight of leadership is heavy and the stakes are high. as the challenges of command and demand clarity, discipline, and resilience. Cover their minds with discernment, their hearts with compassion, and their spirits with unwavering commitment. God bless their family who have carried the emotional weight of this academic journey. Bless their instructors who invested time, wisdom, discipline in shaping them. Bless Botswana Defense Force as an institution. May it continue to stand as a beacon of peace, stability, and national pride. Let this graduation be a consecration, a calling into greater purpose, a moment that marks the beginning of a new legacy of leadership. And finally, we seal their path with your favor, their decisions with your guidance, and their destiny with your protection. We pray in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain, sir. Indeed, the Staff College is blessed. Today, we witness yet another milestone in the history of the Defense Command and Staff College. We are gathered here to celebrate excellence, dedication, and successful culmination of a year-long course designed to shape the next generation of strategic leaders for Botswana, the region, and beyond. The course provides an intermediate level professional military and education aimed at educating, training, and developing leaders capable of operating at joint, interagency, intergovernmental, and multinational environment. The curriculum is therefore designed to produce officers who are conversant in the nature and conduct of the warfare within the complex national security environment. The curriculum is delicately balanced to produce astute warfighters who can plan and execute a wide spectrum of military operations at both tactical and operational levels, while at the same time being able to fully comprehend broader geopolitical, national security, national defense, and international relations imperative. Hence, the course comprised two distinct but complementary components: the military package taught by the Botswana Defense Force members of directing staff here in the college, and the academic package in the form of either Diploma in Defense and Strategic Studies or Master of Arts in Defense and Strategic Studies delivered by the University of Botswana. Since its inception in 2008, the college has successfully graduated 16 classes. Graduating today are 60 student officers of Class 17 of the Senior Command and Staff Program, academic year 2025, selected from Botswana Defense Force, other government departments in the security sector, and 6 African countries. Amongst the graduates today are 44 student officers from the Botswana Defense Force, ten allied students from sister African countries, namely the Republic of Zambia and the Republic of Zimbabwe. In addition, there are 6 officers from Botswana government ministries and departments. That's 1 officer from the Office of the President, 1 officer from the Ministry of International Relations, 2 officers from Botswana Prison Service, 1 officer from Botswana Prison Service, and 1 officer from the Directorate on Corruption and Economic Crime. Now, award of PSC. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to award PSC certificate to the graduates. The symbol PSC is an acronym for Past Staff Course, and it is an award that is given to those students who have successfully completed the requirements of the Senior Command and Staff Program. At this moment, allow me to humbly request the guest of honor, Minister for State President and the Chairman of the Defense Council, Honorable Moeti Muhasa, to award PSC certificate to the graduates. I therefore humbly request the Commandant to lead the Minister for the award of the certificates. The Commandant, sir. The recipients of PSC are Lieutenant Colonel Joel Mopaya Shamani, Zambia Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Lehodi Michael Mutikwe, Lesotho Defense Force. Lieutenant Colonel Helen Ndiapo Eyambo, Namibia Army. Major Duncan Shimamonare, Defense Logistics Command. Major Graham Willett Johnson, Botswana Defense Force Headquarters. Major Hueme Onemeti, Botswana Defense Force Headquarters. Major Kopano Kutlwano Baputaki, Defense Logistics Command. Major Uyapo Kuli, AM Command. Major Mabeta Best Muitela Silo, Botswana Defense Force Headquarters. Major Tusang Jacob, Ground Forces Command. Major Tamelo Muleife, Bendwi. Major Mwakudi Matikiti, 5 Corps Signals. Major Mosala Kelatoko Litwiti, Botswana Defense Force Headquarters. Major Johnson Unkabeti Hoganne Khosi, Botswana Defense Force Headquarters. Major Kialeboha Kaspa Ulifi, Ground Forces Command. Major Lee Chester Stash Low, Botswana Defense Force Headquarters. Major Reginald Camorello Motlana, Botswana Defense Force Headquarters. Major Balibi Harehope, Ground Forces Command. Major Utusite Kolatam, Military College. Major Godson Pelontle, AM Command. Major Onalena KB Matseka, Botswana Defense Force Headquarters. Major Bantu John, Botswana Defense Force Headquarters. Major Arisanyan Naked, Ground Forces Command. Major Taboka Khalil Sitel, AM Command. Major Tato Haunadiwi Powani, AM Command. Major Daniel Mohopudi, AM Command. Major Teboro Chaklas Matiba, Defense Logistics Command. Major Tapolo Musutu, Ground Forces Command. Major Franz Uloleng, Bandwin. Major Moses Makura, Ground Forces Command. Major Godfrey Milizani Mapani, Botswana Defence Force Headquarters. Major Tapelo Madikani, Defense Logistics Command. Major Matogonolo Mariba, Directorate of Special Operations. Major Uteng Pepsen Rawelemu, Botswana Defence Force Headquarters. Major Boas Ndaba, 5 Corps of Signals. Major Sabe Tam, Military Police. Major Mofat Mokosi, Directorate of Special Operations. Major Atarelang Brian Nsola, Corps of Engineers. Major Kihumile Patience Mudimos, 5 Corps of Signals. Major Edna Ruins Mfazo, Corps of Engineers. Major Kiromuditwe Moyeng, Defense Logistics Command. Major Machomi Monari, Botswana Defense Force Headquarters. Major David Sabai Chacha, Kenya Army. Squadron Leader Adamu Sule, Nigerian Air Force. Major Gwalia Kampamba, Zambia Army. Major Hussein Sain Kuntakinte Mpita, Malawi Army. Major Fred Ngabo, Rwanda Defense Force. Major Kelly Mawaya, Nyundu, Zambia National Service. Senior Superintendent Batani Musipi, Botswana Police Service. Senior Superintendent Sakani Nensi Musutla, Botswana Police Service. Senior Superintendent Wahile Kojani, Botswana Prison Service. Ms. Mankividu Kwenaitsile, Botswana Defence Force Headquarters. Mr. Bisepo Holy Silei, Officer of the President. Mr. Solomon Masibiso Seetso, Minister of International Relations. Ms. Esther Bome, Directorate on Corruption and Economic Crime. In addition to the PSC certificate, the Senior Command and Staff Program has 3 awards of excellence. May I humbly request the Honorable Minister to now present awards of excellent and outstanding performance to deserving graduates. First is the Best Commandant Research Paper Award. The Commandant Research Paper is a service paper that is written in partial fulfillment of the requirements for the award of PSC in the Defense Command and Staff College. The paper gives students an opportunity to demonstrate their understanding and application of service writing, as well as research and analytics skill developed during the program. The Best Commandant Research Paper for 2025 is titled An Assessment of Impact of Psychological Stress on Force Readiness, the Botswana Defence Force in Perspective. The paper posits that psychological stress experienced by members of the Defence Force during and after operational deployment has a measurable impact on their mental readiness, overall performance, and operational effectiveness. While efforts have been made to address the impact, there still exist gaps which will require all-inclusive institutional interventions. If not addressed, the identified gaps could lead to impaired cognitive function, emotional instability, and reduced morale. The paper recommends that the Botswana Defence Force should incorporate a comprehensive health support service in theatre and post-deployment reintegration program to to safeguard members' well-being and force readiness. Additionally, the BDF should prioritize pre-deployment resilience training, leadership development, unit cohesion initiatives, and robust family support to improve resilience and long-term force readiness. The best commandant research paper is here today awarded to Major Kihumile Patience Mudimos, 5 Corps of Signals. The second award is the Best Allied Student Award. This award is given to an allied student who displayed exceptional standards and achieved the highest marks amongst allied students, and is awarded to Major David Sabai Chacha, Kenya Army. The third award is the Best Overall Student Award. The rationale for this award is in recognition of the best overall student in the course. The student is awarded a certificate of excellence by the college. Additionally, the African Conference of Commandants recognized the top student and award him a plaque. The award is today presented to Major Puso Richard Kenya Fates, AM Command. The final award is the PSC Plus. PSC Plus is an award given to members of directing staff who have successfully completed 2 years tour of duty in the college and have taught for a minimum of 1 complete program. This is in recognition of their contribution to military education and operational leadership development. The recipients of PSC Plus are Lieutenant Colonel Bitsang Brooks Pelaelo, Lieutenant Colonel Molefe Bofelo Molefe, Lieutenant Colonel Kariso Raditadi in absentia, Lieutenant Colonel Tataone Kemanyang, Lieutenant Colonel Victor Kabelo, Lieutenant Colonel Ikaneng Mangohola, and Lieutenant Colonel Kariso Wahili. May I now kindly request the Commandant to guide the guest of honor to award PSC Plus to deserving members of the directing staff, after which he will proceed to deliver the keynote address. The Commandant said.
Commander, Botswana Defence Force, General Mpho Churchill Moputing. Deputy Commander, Botswana Defence Force, Lieutenant General Joseph Eno Selo. Heads of security organs, Secretary of Defense, Brigadier Mukwedi Sianam. Botswana Defence Force General Officers, Commandant, Defence Command and Staff College, Brigadier Dumisani Baka Nzingi. Vice Chancellor, University of Botswana, Professor David Norris, and members of the academic staff, senior government officials, heads of parastatals and the business community present, defense advisors accredited to Botswana here present, graduates of class of 17 of 2025 and your esteemed families, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
It is indeed a good morning. You know, what the highlight was when he is proud of his father. And indeed, we are proud of you. Maina do lebo baby. It was actually a good occasion. I want to celebrate for the successes, for the achievements of the class of 17 of 2025. It is a profound honor to stand before you today as we celebrate the graduation of the Senior Command and Staff Program, class 17 of 2025. Moments such as this reminds us of the extraordinary sacrifice, discipline, and unwavering commitment to duty that define the men and women of the Botswana Defence Force. They are the quiet custodians of our peace, our stability, and our sovereignty. As civil authority, we deeply value the strong and principled relationship we share with the BDF, one that ensures that our democracy remains secure and that our national interests are protected. I wish to convey my sincere appreciation to Commander of the Botswana Defence Force, General Mpho Churchill Moputing, for entrusting me with the privilege of presiding over this ceremony on behalf of the President of the Republic of Botswana, who also happens to be the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. Allow me also to commend the BDF for its unwavering commitment to professional military education. The Defence Command and Staff College continue to produce officers of exceptional caliber, equipped with strategic awareness, discipline, and professionalism, this being a requirement for a modern and responsible defense force. This investment in human capital is a cornerstone of BDF's proud legacy. We are especially honored to welcome graduates from across Africa representing Kenya, Lesotho, Malawi, Namibia, Nigeria, Rwanda, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. Your participation demonstrates the strength of our continental bonds and our shared commitment to collective security. Military diplomacy of this nature strengthens regional cooperation, improves interoperability, and enhances our readiness for multinational missions such as those in Mozambique and the Democratic Republic of Congo. I also acknowledge with gratitude the participation of officers from vital national institutions, including Office of the President, the Ministry of International Relations, the Botswana Police Service, the Botswana Prison Service, and the DCEC. This cross-government collaboration is central to our national security strategy, and it reinforces our collective ability to address the multidimensional challenges confronting our nation. I am pleased to highlight the partnership between the BDF and UB, which has enabled all graduates to earn master's degrees or diplomas in defense and strategic studies alongside their military coursework. This synergy between academic and military training enhances your ability to navigate the complex geopolitical landscape of today's security environment. Ladies and gentlemen, the strength of our security institutions is fundamental to the success of Vision 2036, the Sustainable Development Goals, and the Economic Transformation Program. Security is the anchor upon which development stands. As Joseph Neer reminds us, security is like oxygen. You notice it only when it is gone. The government remains committed to modernizing the BDF and ensuring that our defense capabilities evolve in line with emerging threats while maintaining a responsible balance with other national priorities such as health, education, infrastructure, and social welfare. Indeed, a nation must fight with the army it can afford, but it must never afford to neglect its own defense. I applaud the commander's emphasis on fiscal discipline, in his declaration that a disciplined force must also be a fiscally disciplined institution. This aligns completely with our national goal of strengthening fiscal sustainability under NDP 12. Graduates, I urge you to follow this example. Your strategic thinking, innovation, and problem-solving skills will be essential as you lead in environments where prudence and efficiency are not optional but imperative. Leadership in the profession of arms demands integrity, accountability, courage, humility, empathy, and resilience. I encourage you to embody these qualities. Lead boldly, lead ethically, lead with purpose, be the example that others aspire to follow. I must also commend this class for its outstanding corporate social responsibility initiative. Your transformation of HOA Junior and Secondary School, valued at 669,219.20 and funded through voluntary contributions, is a powerful demonstration of both in action. This is the spirit of service that strengthens our communities and honors the values of our nation. To the Commandant and the entire faculty, thank you for your dedication, your mentorship, and your professionalism. The sleepless nights you spent reviewing assignments, providing feedback, and preparing instruction mirror the efforts of the students you guided. Your role in shaping these future leaders cannot be overstated. Graduates, congratulations. You have endured long nights, complex exercises, and demanding academic work. Today, your perseverance and discipline have borne fruit. To your families and loved ones, thank you for your patience, your sacrifice, and your unwavering support throughout the journey. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my distinct honor to declare the graduating members of the Senior Command and Staff Program Class 17 of 2025 officially PSC qualified. Wear the PSC dagger with pride and purpose. Let it reflect not only your achievement, but your responsibility to lead with integrity and excellence. I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Thank you, and may our good Lord bless you all.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, sir, for the guidance, inspiration, and words of wisdom to the graduates. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the guest of honor. It is a custom for the graduates to present a memento to the college as a token of appreciation and gratitude. I would like to invite the Commandant to receive a memento from the course president of Class 17 of 2025, Major Duncan Shimamonare, and thereafter give the vote of thanks. The Commandant said.
Sir, on behalf of the entire class, I have the honor to present this to you as a token of our appreciation and as a remembrance of our 12 months here in this college. Sir, we sincerely appreciate your unwavering support and guidance throughout our journey. We did to me myself. Sir.
The guest of honor, Minister for State President and Chairman of the Defense Council, Honorable Moeti Siza Muhasa, the Commander of Botswana Defense Force, General Mpochechel Muputin, Deputy Commander, Botswana Defense Force, Lieutenant General Joseph Inoselo, Heads of Security Organs, Secretary of Defense, Brigadier Mukweri Sianang, Botswana Defense Force, General Officers, Vice Chancellor, University of Botswana, Professor David Norris, and members of the academic staff, senior government officials, heads of parastatals, and the business community are present, defense advisors accredited to Botswana, Botswana Defense Force senior officers, First Sergeant Major Warrant Officer Seboluko Msimanyana, members of the directing staff, senior command and staff program, Defense Command and Staff College Sergeant Major Warrant Officer Mohorosi Mudibedi, members of the BDF, both uniformed and non-uniformed, graduates of Class 17 of 2025, and your esteemed families, members of the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am Brigadier Dumisani Nzinge, the Commandant, Defense Command and Staff College. Let me take this opportunity to humbly thank the guest of honor, Honorable Moeti Mohasa, Minister for State President and Chairperson of the Defense Council, for gracing this ceremony with your esteemed presence. We are grateful and humbled that despite your ever busy schedule, you find time to honor our invitation to this ceremony. I wish to profoundly thank you for your motivating and inspiring words to the graduates. Let me also take this opportunity to thank the Commander BDF and the entire BDF High Command for doing all they can to capacitate this college despite the tight fiscal environment. I wish to also thank the College Control Board for the strategic guidance they continue to give to the college. This ceremony, ladies and gentlemen, is about celebrating the achievement of the 60 officers seated in front of us here. But this success was made possible through the collective effort of a number of individuals and entities in their own special ways. In this regard, I wish to firstly express my special gratitude to the entire college fraternity, the directing staff, for pushing these officers day and night in pursuit of excellence, the support staff for creating a conducive environment for teaching and learning. Your level of commitment and dedication, ladies and gentlemen, is unmatched, and it is such a pleasure to lead a team like yourselves. Let me also thank the University of Botswana, particularly the Department of Political and Administrative Studies. The strategic studies curriculum that you deliver alongside the military curriculum goes a long way in ensuring that we produce robust warfighters who are also academically astute, with a full understanding of geopolitical and geostrategic environment within which the military operates. Our gratitude also goes to friends of the college, the various embassies and higher commissions, for your insightful reflections on your country's foreign policies. The defense attachés for your prompt response in addressing the needs of your students here in the college. The various government ministries and departments, non-governmental agencies who always honor our invitations to deliver lectures here at the college. To our corporate sponsors, our Culture Day sponsors, Gambling Authority Botswana, RIC Development Botswana, Zambezi Group of Companies, Fidelity Print Mark, Tsetsen Retail Group, Dikwata Insurance Agency, we appreciate your support. The sponsors of our Corporate Social Responsibility Project, Builders World, AT Bus Builders, Bob Glass, another Mutsatsi Investment, Plant a Tree, Gaborone University College. Allow me to make special mention of Dulux Botswana, who for the past 3 years have partnered with the college to make a difference in the education sector in the Shakawe area. This year alone, the company donated paint worth over 600,000 towards giving Goa Junior Secondary School a major facelift. We appreciate your generosity. Members of the media here present, thank you for your coming. You are an important partner, and your presence here is always appreciated. To the families of the graduates, we know how difficult the separation has been. You've been single mothers and fathers for the best part of the year. Just know that your support was very critical to the support of these officers, to the success of these officers. And to you graduates, it was indeed a long and arduous journey, but your perseverance and resilience saw you through. The allied students, thank you for bringing your varied experiences and perspectives to the learning table. It added a lot of value to the conversation in the syndicates as well as in the operations rooms. Special recognition must go to the non-military students. We saw some of you come very close to cracking and quitting, unable to handle the pressures of the new unfamiliar environment with its crazy culture of no sleep. But here we are. You adjusted and you persevered. Thank you for always looking at things from a non-camouflage lens. The entire faculty are very proud to have been part of your professional development. When the course began in January, I gave the students this quote by JFC Fuller, and we agreed that it was going to be the driving principle throughout the course. I can confidently assure the minister and the commander that the bulk of you were able to live up to this quote. They needed no pushing. But to the few of you who up to this point still needed a little bit of pushing, you've been given proper feedback And our hope is that as you go back to your units, you will work to improve on this aspect. And last but not least, Honorable Minister, let me once again on behalf of the Commander BDF, the college community, and indeed on my own behalf, thank you profoundly for honoring this invitation. To everybody present here, let me convey my profound gratitude for having graced this occasion. I thank you all for your kind attention.
Thank you, Commandant, sir. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the Commandant. The guest of honor, distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of the graduation ceremony for the Senior Command and Staff Program, Class 17 of 2025. The Minister will now be ushered to the main college administration block for a group photo with the graduates. There will be 3 photos. The first photo will be the guest of honor accompanied by the Commander, Botswana Defence Force, Deputy Commander, Director General Service Support, AM Commander, Ground Forces Commander, Commissioner of Police, Commissioner of Prisons, Vice Chancellor, Commandant, Chief Instructors, and members of directing staff. For the second photo, the guest of honor will be accompanied by all defense advisors and representatives from ministries and government departments who have graduated here today. The third and final photo will be the guest of honor accompanied by the College Control Board. May we all rise to recognize the departure of the Honorable Minister for State President and Chairperson of the Defense Council.
Sir, end of the proceedings, may I have your leave to carry on? Sir, please. Thank you, sir.
I kindly request all remaining guests to please kindly be seated as the graduate exit the auditorium to join the guest of honor for a group photo. The graduates, please. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. I've got a few announcements, ladies and gentlemen. From here, we'll proceed to have refreshments. Ushers will guide us accordingly. However, there are a few arrangements made as follows. The guest of honor and the VVIPs will be served in the lounge of the main administration block.